Anil Kumar Jha joins us, Chairman of Coal India. It looks like, Mr. Jha, good morning. Firstly, thank you for joining us. Now, it looks like FY20 has kick-started on a positive note for Coal India, especially on the pricing front. What was the realization on account of market movement and due to conscious effort by Coal India to improve the mix?
The good realization was based on the fact that production is not only our motto. We are trying to ensure that quality is ensured. So in the first quarter, in spite of the fact that there was a flat growth, we could achieve such type of financial results due to our concerted efforts to maintain our quality and to cut down the cost to the minimum possible. So reducing cost and improving quality are two major factors for which you are seeing the financial results of first quarter of 1920, irrespective of the fact that progress in production front was almost flat, because in financial year 18-19 on last quarter from January to March the growth was phenomenal, and to make the mines safer and to make the mines more productive, we have taken some time in the first quarter of 1920 to make mines perfect. So the production in the first quarter was not that much, but now we are geared up and the production will again start picking up.
Okay. Now, while FSA did well, e-auction premium struggled. What is the reason? Based on the global development are we seeing, and do you think prices will stay capped?
You see that international prices has also started falling, and we have injected more coal to the market also. So when there is more supply, then naturally your prices get slightly reduced. That is why we couldn't realize the e-auction price which we used to get earlier, because earlier the supply was always less than the demand. Now we are trying to meet the demand to the extent possible. That is why you are finding that e-auction we are not getting the price which we used to get earlier.
Sure. Now, Coal India has seen, some struggles on the output front. For FY20, the output target now at 660 million tons. Do you think that that's an achievable target?
Yes, we are very confident that we will meet the target.
Okay. And, currently, how much coal supply is to power and how much is to non-power? Will this ratio change going forward?
Last year, we supplied 491 million tons of coal to power sector, and it registered a growth of 8.2%. You will appreciate that in 17-18 and 18-19 also, number of power plants were under critical and supercritical position. So we have made a concerted effort that no power plant should suffer for want of coal. That is why on 1st of April 2019, there was not a single power plant in critical or subcritical position. So the supply of coal to the power sector was definitely more. So we have to cut some supply from the non-power sector. So in the first quarter and second quarter of financial year 1920, we are supplying more coal to non-power as we have taken care of requirement of power sector. It will further improve, and whatever area is there, we will try to make it up.
Right. Mr. Jha, for FSA, what's the differential in pricing when you supply to power versus non-power?
There is a difference of around 20%.
Okay. Coal imports have been increasing. To what extent will Coal India be able to replace that going forward?
You see, last year this country produced 730 million tons of coal, and total consumption was more than 965 million tons of coal. So there was a gap of around 235 million tons of coal. Out of that 235 million tons, around 55 million tons is coking coal, and rest around 190 million tons is non-coking coal. As far as coking coal is concerned, India doesn't have that quality and quantity of coking coal. So coking coal will be continued to be imported, and every year this quantity will improve. So this 50 million ton is irreplaceable. But as far as non-coking coal is concerned, we are still importing around 190 million tons of non-coking coal. This
How will the capex of 10,000 crore planned will be utilized for FY20 towards increasing production and productivity?
every year it will be reflected. This year we are going to order heavy earth moving equipment worth around rupees 6,000 crores. When these fleets of equipment is added to the mine, their performance will definitely improve, and we are adding around 50 to 55 million tons of coal every year by addition of these equipments that will be supplemented.
Okay, the coal ministry had once set an ambitious output target of about 1 billion tons. Do you think that Coal India has the capability to touch that level anytime in the near future, Mr. Jha?
I don't have even iota of doubt. This will definitely reach 1 billion ton by 2025-26. It would have reached earlier, but for certain conditions which are beyond the control of Coal India Limited, like acquisition of land, like slightly not that good law and order situation. Otherwise, this target would have been reached much earlier. But yes, I am very sure that by 25-26, this 1 billion ton will be achieved.
Okay, good to have you then on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us, Mr. Jha.